big on me telling people this shit.
Maybe you don't know how to tell it yet. I want to make sure you know what happened. Put an end on it. Like in a story. Beginning, middle, and end. So no one who wasn't there can weigh in with their version. And you can tell that story, beginning, middle, end, if you need to, wherever you go.
But it's not a story. It's real. Look at the evidence. Really, Doc, what kind of story would that be with such a stupid fucking end? Anybody home? Ah!
Michael! What are you doing here? You just went back to New York.
Yeah, well, frequent flyer miles are going to expire, so I figured I'd use them.
Why didn't you use them when you came home at Christmas?
Well, it was blackout the time she wanted. Where's everybody?
They're grown up. They have homes.
Oh, right.
How long are you staying?
I don't know.
They let you go open-ended on frequent flyer?
Apparently.
I have class.
What you teaching?
Intro. What else would they ever let me teach?
What books?
Michael,
Yeah.
he's down again.
What do you mean?
You know where he is.
Where is he?
At the clinic?
He's going to be okay?
I don't know. He's been at the emergency room 3 times saying he can't breathe.
Maybe you can't.
He can.
What are we going to do?
Never makes any difference what I do. Have my own life to attend to.
Mill on the floss?
I like it.
Well, I'm sure your students fucking don't.
They don't actually read it, so how would you say it? But
The fucking flood. How can you give people a book that ends with everyone dying in a fucking flood on the floss when it hasn't even been raining for the past 300 pages? And then the picturesquely babbling brook suddenly breaks its banks and they all die. The end.
I must say, it's to Miss Elliott's credit that it made such an impression.
I got the impression she doesn't know how to write a fucking ending. Everything you like is depressing.
That's not true.
The Raymond Carver you gave me for Christmas. Depressing.
Raymond Carver is not depressing.
Oh, come on.
It's a travesty you hadn't read it before.
It makes me nauseous just thinking about it. So small, and God, you know, me and the minuscule lives. And I hate short stories.
Life is small.
Yeah, well, stories shouldn't be.
They should if they're short.
You know why it's so depressing? Most books? Because there is something physically depressing about reading. You sit alone and still, and your heart slows down. And what is that, if not a diagnosis? And then there's most people who think, hell, I'm reading again, just like in school. This better teach me something about life. I better learn something. But no one wants to learn something they don't already know. And they all know life is depressing. They learned it in all the other great books they read before. And they keep reading it and learning it because writers keep writing it. You know why they do that? Because it's easy. There's nothing easier to write than a fucking tragic ending that everyone can believe in. Depression is easy. There's no such thing as a happy ending in one of your so-called great books.
Emma.
Emma is not a great book.
Perhaps you're the one who only thinks things You idolize him.
What?
You could have gotten your master's and Ph.D. at the time you've spent actively defying me.
Not defying you.
Defining yourself
Ha!
against
You said define, you didn't say against you. You didn't say
You
that.
know what I meant.
You want me to go back and get my PhD? Publish some brilliant analysis on Thomas Hardy's some obscure journal so some obscure people can read it?
Obscure like me?
I didn't say you.
You could teach at some Ivy League school, get tenure.
You live out your
Students
dream
who
of
actually read the books. It's the one thing you'd be excellent at. You'd be an excellent teacher. I don't know what you're so afraid of. You're still young, they'd still be happy to hire you. Real students, thoughts, work. You could even save rent and live at home, get your degree here, then take it out of state. My U of M degree is only useless because I can't leave the state. Publish a few things in the Ivy League. They love to wave the populism flag for a Midwestern boy done good.
I'm an actor.
No, you're not. You're a reader. You read your lines and mouth everyone else's. You can see the wheels turning as you analyze them.
You haven't seen me on stage in 3 years.
Have you been on stage in the past 3 years? I don't have to see you. I'm your mother. I know you. You love George Eliot. That's why you're so pissed at her. I have to go. I won't be home for dinner. I have a student to meet. Try to get him to take a walk by the river. It helps him sleep. Just make sure he wears his hat and gloves.
Empty. But I like that. You can see farther.
I know what you mean.
Feels real. Other places feel like scenery.
Here?
Not here. Here feels like streets.
The lake's nice.
Yeah, we have a lake.
You and your friends go swimming or fishing in it?
Smooth.
I'm sorry.
How long have you been doing this?
30-something years?
Ooh. I spotted that one a mile off. And you should have said that. Used to go fishing.
You're right.
What difference does it make anyway? Oh, right. Beginning, middle, end. Right? Beginning. Okay. In the beginning. 5 boys were fishing in a lake. And one caught a fish, but just a little one. And they're so sad watching him, gasping for air, trying to breathe through its little mouth, but the fish just can't do that. And they decided to throw it back and tell everyone that they caught 5 huge fish instead. They threw them back out of the goodness of their little minds, because they don't like to eat fish anyway. And everyone believed them. At least the boys believed they did. And they were very good friends. Went to McDonald's. The end.
Is that a true story?